Well, Keith, I'm sure you're expecting a tough game. Was it as hard as you thought it was going to be?
It was tough for the players. I think as a manager you expect that type of game. I thought the tactics of the opponents were very good. They allowed us to have the ball in deep areas of the pitch, but they had a solid bank of 6, 2 defensive midfield players, and I think we found that difficult with the shape that we started the game with, a shape that's been very effective for us, but we spent too much time in the centre of the pitch trying to find passes through the, again, defensive bank. I thought it was a strong bank and it was a good foundation for them to counter-attack on. So we just changed it at half time so we could have a little bit more of attacking threat, a little bit more, from wide areas of the pitch, allowing Corey to drift out on the left and Liam Feeney on the right, and then we made the substitution. So I thought it worked for us, but it's always difficult. We've got to maintain standards. They raised the game. And everybody's got a fighting chance, and I thought our professionalism tonight was superb. Another clean sheet. I don't think Scotty's made a save. They had 2, I suppose, narrow efforts that have gone wide, but really pleased with the clean sheet again, and the mentality of the players, because but for Lee not making it injured, we would have gone with the same starting 11. So for the players to do the games that they played in the week, it's been a magnificent return.
Another special goal that wins as well, and from a sort of similar sort of shooting position as Corey's the other night.
I think we've got that. I think we've got to tap into our attacking fortunes, if you like, and there's good competition for places. The players are supporting one another superbly in performances, either as a substitute or as a starter. So it's good, it bodes well, and we know with what we've got from an attacking sense, that if we defend well, we've got opportunities to win games.
Kane Mullery, he was sort of saying, he didn't have a pre-season. It's been, he had a few injuries when he first got here, but he's sort of feeling sharp again now. And obviously, he was promoted with Swindon last year, so he's used to going up from this division as well.
He's a good player who's fit and happy. But he's not happy 100% because he's not starting games. So we've got to keep him hungry. He's got to have that motivation. He's got it, and I'm happy. I'm happy to have these problems. These are good problems when you're winning football matches.
You were talking the other night about sort of winning football in different ways, matches. This was a slightly different 1-0, I think, perhaps to the one even on Tuesday night.
There was less direct pressure from the opponents. It was a deep block. I thought it was easier to keep the ball, but it was a bit too negative, the possession in the first half. We had to move them about a lot quicker, so we decided that it was best to get it in wide areas of the pitch earlier. Clinically, I thought we were better, driving at their full-backs to get in behind them, and I thought it worked, and it gave us, in a strange way, a little bit more control of the centre of the pitch by getting the ball wide.
You mentioned the injury to Lee O'Connor, so young Callum McDonald switched from left to right. He's a bit left-footed, but he performed pretty well down that side this evening. I think
he did in the second half, especially when we opened it up and we had 2 wide players. Because in the first half, when we was getting the ball to him, he was coming inside and it was congested, so it played into their hands. So once we got Liam wide and then Kane, it opened the pitch up for us, and it became easier for Callum to play right back. But all the passes were, in the first half inside, and that's where their strength was.
Obviously, I suppose a lot of the country are looking for the shock in the FA Cup. It's not happened tonight. But just how important is being in the third round draw now for you and the club, do you think?
It's important because we want to test ourselves against our next opponents. We're in the next round. We're in the draw, whether it be Championship, whether it be non-league again. We just see it as an opportunity to improve, and it gives us again an ambition. We all want to play football. I think people forget that. It's our job to play football, but we do want to play football. So we can't be moaning about the games. We want success, more games, more success, and the players are enjoying playing. So I'm looking forward to the next round, as I'm looking forward to Tuesday night, as I'm looking forward to playing Manchester City under-23s.
The fans will be at home tonight and they'll be thinking about who they might want in the third round. Does the manager get a chance to think about somebody that they might want to face in the third round?
Not really. Like I said, I'm glad we've avoided potential. It's not embarrassment, because I've been there as a manager where we've beaten championship sides, and I think you get what you deserve. We deserve to win tonight, but with respect to who we're playing, it doesn't matter to me.
But the momentum continues, and you say that's a very important thing.
I think it's belief. The players have got that belief in each other, in the processes that we're going through. They were very comfortable with the changes that we made at half time, because ultimately it's not up to me to make changes and force them. It's up to them to actually be able to be flexible enough to actually make them work, and I think they did second half. So they're good learners, quick learners, and very flexible. So I'm really happy with where we're at this moment in time. But you're never successful as a manager in football, because football time's so quick, and you've got to make sure that you're ready for the next game and the next opportunity to win.
Congratulations tonight.
Thank you.
The game being broadcast live on BBC, in a game that Tranmere on paper would be looked at to be expected to win, does that put the players under more pressure? Do they feel that?
I don't think so. I think if you go about your job correctly, these players, they know what to expect. I think they've been in a situation like this before, and I don't think they're of the nature where they look too closely at the ramifications of potentially losing. You see every opportunity as a positive person to try and win, and I think they went out there with that attitude. I think the only surprise potentially is what the opponents do, because it's very difficult to get the footage that you need, to get the information that you need on the opponent. So I thought we dealt with it. The first 20 minutes is always important in every game, never mind when you're playing in the FA Cup against unknown opponents. So really pleased with what the players are doing, and you don't sense any fear, you just sense an ambition from the players.
Normally when a team gets through to the third round of the FA Cup, you start thinking about possibly drawing a Premier League side or something, a game that lots of fans can go to, but obviously there's no fans in the ground at the moment, and we're slowly going to see that trickle back in. But so with that different dynamic, what is a better draw really for Tranmere, a big side or the smaller side left of the competition?
I think any opponents are winnable opponents in a 90-minute game. So it doesn't matter to me. We'll plan to win the next round, no matter who it is against. But we'll respect our opponents. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking forward to the draw, and then we'll start planning. But at this moment in time, I'm planning for Oldham.
Can you just confirm exactly what the problem was with the airplane?
It was just it's an impact injury, and it's just swelling, and it's tightened all his movement up. But it's only a short-term problem. It's just the swelling's protecting, but the swelling's the problem, not the actual impact. So that's all it is. It's just restricting his movement.
Peter Clark and both James Vaughan went down late in the game under a couple of heavy challenges. Are they both all right?
Tactical.
Final one. Fair enough. Final one from me. You're only just back in football, but you've already got a weekend off. You happy about that?
It's not a weekend off. As a football manager, you're lucky if you get a minute off. But I'll be going watching Bradford against Oldham. If you really want to know.
I want to follow you there.
Sorry.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
So,
Oldham, it's a trip there on Tuesday. I suppose it's just taking it game by game, though, isn't it?
Yes, respecting all your opponents, and enjoying it. We've got to enjoy the league form. We can't be concentrating on obviously the next round of the FA Cup. So Oldham Tuesday, we'll get eyes on them tomorrow, and then we'll start going with the processes of trying to win the game. But the players they're ambitious, looking forward to the challenges, and we're looking forward to getting as high up League Two as we possibly can.